Yeah, he
Conor,
really is the who's who of flash tattoos, isn't it? It's ribbed for her pleasure.
There he is! Look at that! What's up, man?
Goblin, can I call you up?
Yeah,
John?
you call me John.
Hey, John, really good to be here. Really
John.
got pumped about it.
Can I call you Mayhem?
Please.
All right. You got your signature red streak back, baby.
Just for you, baby.
Dude, thank you for doing that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Look at that thing.
I
and I
feel
wore
as
red
if-
for you. I wore my red streak.
Buddy, you're pumped. Like right now, you're looking fashionably sharp. I really appreciate it.
You wore a blazer. You know how many guests come in here looking all schlubby?
Yeah, I have seen Bobby Lee look like a bum.
Yeah, well, you're correct, man. I mean, he looked like we got him straight outside of our studio.
You look top notch. I
I'm
gotta
ready
tell
to
you.
go,
Yeah.
dude. I'm
pumped.
excited.
You get some work done. I feel like you look a little more handsome. Are you on peptides?
You know what? I'm on all the worst stuff, man. All that stuff that they're taking out of your food and stuff like that, I have them jar it for me, and I just take that every morning. All the pesticides are like, oh, we don't want that. We want it to be organic. I'm like, give it to me, man.
Yeah. You are the logo for Monsanto.
That's correct. And they're our sponsor for today's episode.
No.
I wish we got to get a sponsor first. Mayhem Miller.
John
Welcome
Goblikon.
to the podcast, my friend. I'm so excited to have you. First off, this is, I don't know when it's airing. I think it's airing.
Well,
apparently, it's International Fight Week this week.
It is. It is.
What does that mean, Mayhem Miller?
Well, they have a big old party in Las Vegas, and all the international fighters show up and, have essentially a summit. You might know it as sort of a, I don't know if they have the same thing in Goblin lore, but sort of a huddle, I think you guys call it.
A Goblin gathering?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of like, there's a gathering of the Juggalos, which is ICP, and then there's kind of what we do, which is the exact same thing, but with less makeup.
Like Gobfest.
Yeah, Gobfest, baby. You know about it. So all the fighters are coming in for a big week. Are you involved at all in International Fight Week?
Well, obviously, I'm Mayhem Miller, international mixed martial arts superstar.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what I wrote down. International mixed martial arts superstar. I mean, dude, let's take it all the way back to the beginning. Because I wonder this. I always want to know, like, how someone gets to be international mixed martial arts superstar Mayhem Miller. But with you, you started at a rough time because you have what I would think is one of the worst birthdays of all time.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Yes. If my mom could have just held me in for 15 more minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Christmas Eve. So every time it's your birthday, as a kid, everyone's like, I'm kind of busy, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if
had
you know.
no birthday until I was 30.
Yeah, everyone's like, I don't know if you ever heard of something called Christmas?
Yes.
Mayhem?
I know. One time I thought it was my birthday, but it really just turned out it was another kid's birthday, and it was December 19th.
Yeah, see, do you ever relate to do you ever met any other, like, Christmas babies and you guys relate to each other? Because you're like, I mean, we got screwed.
Shared trauma.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm digging it up, and I'm sorry.
No,
I mean,
that's all right.
I just called me Barbara Walters. I'm digging it deep, pal.
I was about to cry, but then you got off subject.
Yeah. So you have a big old MMA career.
Yes, sir.
What was the first organization you fought for? The very first one.
Look, man, I fought at a time early in the days where we still called it no holds barred fighting. It was barns and strange underground fights.
Now you're speaking Goblin language,
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, it looked like
now.
outside, didn't it?
So I think actually my first opponent was half Goblin on his mom's side.
Yeah, I believe that was my cousin Gary. Yeah, that was my cousin Gary.
Obviously.
And you submitted him.
Top level MMA fighter, but
he had it coming to him.
He did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His nose, it kind of made it easier to crank that rear naked choke.
That's the thing. See, the only thing we have going for us is the hump It's really hard to get it all the way.
I know.
It's hard to get it locked
my
up.
sternum is still sore all these years later.
That's right. That's our one submission. You just kind of tap out when we roll it across your neck.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That thing in real life is disquieting.
Yeah. Just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just us and Brock Lesnar, the only people that have that.
What is the evolutionary advantage of that? Is that to hold your children up, or I don't
think there is one.
Oh, okay.
I think it's for ridicule only.
I see.
Yeah, it's just to make it hard for us to go to school. And it worked. You know. So, Mayhem, you're fighting. Your very first fight, did you win it?
I did, yeah. It was a lackluster affair against a man named Al Dill, where I kind of just like...
What was his name?
Al Dill.
Al Dill.
Yeah, I remember that. And I was like 17, and he was like a full-grown man, 20-some-odd years old.
I was going to say, that sounds like a handyman. You're like,
well,
I mean, I got to be honest.
I know.
And they're like, coming to the cage, Mayhem Miller. And that's Al Dill. His name is Al Dill. Yeah, right. He's a very nice boy. You're going to fight him. And then he's just like, hi, my name's Al Dill.
Yeah.
I brought my family here. I'll be ready to fight you now, sir.
Nickname Pickle?
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
He's actually the purveyor of Pickle Empire.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, he did okay. Did
all right, yeah. But this is way back in the day before I was Mayhem. I was a young man named Jason Miller. And I was just a kid that was a wrestler and trying to get into the fight game and try to take it over.
Did you? Because at that time, like, MMA wasn't like this thing.
It was illegal.
Yeah.
It was like a whole entire, underground.
So how do you even decide you want to do that? Because now it's like I see these like young fighters and they're like, oh, I've been training since I came out the womb and I do all the work. It's like they have so much to look at and look up to. They have a clear path. But you didn't have that.
No.
It
was a passion project. Yeah, you get into it because you're already into it. You know, you have this fighter mentality and a competitor. And what happened with me was videotapes. I had a buddy who had access to high quality videotapes. Today, the analog would be YouTube. The kids have the YouTube and can get it from a really early age. But in my teenage years, were spent finding these tapes of anime mixed with wouldn't even call it mixed martial art, ultimate fighting.
Yeah.
And like sort of Vale Tudo in Brazil. So there were all these techniques opened up to me where I realized, my street fighting can be pumped up with jujitsu. Now I can do all these arm bars and stuff.
Yeah. So that at the time also was like new, wasn't it?
Sort of, yeah. Well, in Brazil, it had been going for many years. You know, the Jigaro Kano, I believe, brought some judo to everyone. And then down the line, a ambassador from Japan was in Brazil and taught it to the Gracie family, taught some jiu-jitsu to them. And they proliferated it throughout Brazil and came up with the system to coach people and teach people specific techniques. And then that kind of bubbled up, and then there suddenly became big shows out there in the 30s where it was like mixed martial arts, like they called it Vale Tudo, which is free fighting. And so everyone became like sort of a better fighter in Brazil early. And then they had a whole era of Muay Thai fighters coming in and, you know, battling against the jiu-jitsu way. And they had a lot of that before the 90s when mixed martial arts hit the United States. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. So, because you're on like the early stages of it, could you ever imagine in like, 25, 30 years later that there'd be an international fight week and you'd be sitting on a podcast with the Goblin talking about it?
Well, the Goblin part was unexpected. You know, I'm a quarter Goblin on my mom's side. You know, it comes down through that direction.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't know. The Goblin thing threw me off, really.
Yeah. But did you ever think like mixed martial arts would take off in the way that it did?
Yes. I told my father way back then in the 90s, was like, this is going to be huge. It's going to be a thing. He said, you're a dumbass. Go to computer school.
Yeah.
And I
should have done that. Yeah, we both should have done that, man. Jeez. Be a very different podcast then. Definitely have sponsors if I went to computer school.
Tech bro John Goblikon and Mayhem Miller.
I mean, that
writing code with Chat Jupiter.
I mean, that sounds like a good show, man.
It does.
We got to start that podcast.
It does. I bet Elon would watch.
Yeah, I think so. Whether we get like a nice desk and there was like whispering to each other.
Instead of this.
Yeah, we're yelling too much for that kind of podcast. They talk very slow. They're like, here's what you got to invest in, man.
Yes,
okay, here's what you got to do.
Yeah. I'm listening.
Yeah. So that's that kind of stuff.
Hey, John, there's a... What's this?
Well, Johannes, a little birdie told me it was your birthday. And by a little birdie, I mean you sent out a mass email to everyone on the Right Now crew saying, hey, it's my birthday. Make sure you don't forget my birthday.
I think what I said was, it's going to be my birthday. Can I have the day off?
That's right.
Yeah.
And now you're here. Yeah. So, Johannes, I, as your boss, want you to know that I appreciate you. So I got you birthday gifts.
Thank you. Yeah, it looks like a box for Halloween decoration.
Yeah, it was a box that was over there that you forgot to throw out from last Halloween. So let's not forget that next time. Clean up the studio.
The happy birthday hat that was over here that we used for the Adam Ray episode.
Yeah, but I took it from over there and I put it in a box that I found over there.
Great, thanks.
That's not it, Johannes. That's just the appetizer. Well, I can tell you got a lot of it, so I thought I would help you out.
Is there a bookmark here?
Yeah, it's a great chapter. You're going to want to check out that one. That one is definitely for you.
Okay, yeah. Thanks. I'll check that out later, I guess.
And
there's something else.
Show the people. Show them. Look at that. Costco hot dog. Look what does it say at the bottom?
I got that dog in me.
You got that dog in your Costco hot dog. There you go, buddy. And that is going to hang up here in the studio. And look at the back. Look at, show him. Get an Italian flag. Oh, mamma mia.
Did you make this?
Well, it's just like I thought, because you can hang it up in the studio, and now every time you're like, oh, where's my payment? I'll be like, there it is, pal. So that's kind of like a year's salary's worth right there.
But you made it yourself?
Well, yeah. I mean, recently my therapist told me I needed to get into some kind of hands-on activity. So I've been taking up needle pointing, which is great because I don't need any needles. I just use my claws. And so, honestly, it took like 6 months. It wasn't like a big thing I did for you, dude.
Oh, it's really nice. This is... Wow, I didn't know you could do something like this. That's so sweet.
You like it?
Yeah.
Oh, well then.
That's nice.
Did I not. I got you, man. Yeah, I didn't make that for you, dude. I bought it it's a fake.
That's okay. That's okay.
Dude, I didn't think you were going to like it. I was like, got you, dude. I got that dog in me. It's like, oh, we got a hot dog inside
here. Yeah, but you listen, the details here, you made that. There's mustard on this.
All right, this is making me uncomfortable. Let's go back to the MMA fighter. Happy birthday.
Thank you. There's mustard.
Indianapolis! Guess what? We're going to be doing a live podcast Labor Day weekend. That's right, September 5th for the Let's Fest. Why go outside where it's all hot, you can be sunburned? Spend the whole day in a nice air-conditioned theater, the White Rabbit Cabaret, one of my favorite venues, and you get to see this podcast live. We've already have an amazing guest, Adam Gilbert. I mean, it's a match made in hell. The guy's already talking about goblins.
Get back in line. You think we've never seen a goblin before?
We're going to have a few more special guests, and then Later, I'm doing my One Gob show. Yeah, you're going to be the third city to witness greatness. So, spend the whole day with us. See our live podcast. Then later see the One Gob show. Both happening September 5th. Both happening at the White Rabbit Cabaret. Both happening for Let's Fest. Should we, Johannes?
Yeah.
Let's.
Funny.
Performing with you is definitely a labor. You know, definitely don't get the day off you. Labor Day joke. Don't wear white. Is that what they say? Don't be white. Now, I'm noticing some cool tattoos on your hands.
Oh, yeah.
You have a lot of tattoos.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just should say all post-fight career. Because during my fight career, I never got any tattoos.
Wait,
because,
is that true?
That's true. Go look at my
So
go look
every
at my
Mayhem
naked
I'm picturing
skin.
in my head.
Yes.
You're not all tatted up.
Nope. I'm not tatted up at
The
all. I know.
only thing inked was your hair.
Yes.
Interesting.
I know. Well, because to stop and get a tattoo for me was unconscionable. I couldn't do it because why stop? I have to train more. I have to learn more.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
See, but Mayhem, I wish some other fighters took your advice because there are certain tattoos in MMA that I would say not the best.
Oh, yeah?
So I made a little game for you, Mayhem.
All right.
We're going to cruise on through some of my favorite MMA tattoos.
You're going to get me in a fight on International Fight Week. I'm about to roast some tattoos. All right,
That's
come
right,
on.
man.
Come on, hit me with them.
This
Let's
is
see
all
the
in
worst.
good fun. You're on a Goblin's podcast. Obviously, they can't take what we're saying too seriously, you know? So this is a little game I like to call, Does That Ink Stink? All right?
Let me just see this first one.
Let's take a gander. This is Alan Belcher. Is that correct?
Belcher, yeah.
This is Alan Belcher. And that is a tattoo of Joe Pesci, correct?
Or is it Elvis?
No, bro. That's obviously Rosie O'Donnell.
Right.
Yes, that's who that is. That is right after her talk show ended. They took a step.
No. I did acid one time and saw Johnny Cash on video. I think that's him.
If that's Johnny Spare Change. You know, that is not who that is.
That's Johnny
for
Bitcoin?
Sure, that's Johnny Bitcoin. And for sure he was in the Goodfellas.
I know. Forget about it.
Yeah. That's exactly what that guy looked.
What the
But
fuck?
honestly,
No, bro, wait. He's a clown? He's funny to you?
Yeah, exactly. Which, first off, I thought this was Uriah Faber at first.
Yeah.
Kind
The
of
hair threw me off. That's
that-
not what I remember Belcher looking like.
Yeah,
All right.
okay. So this guy, he's got Johnny Cash. The internet says this is one of the worst ones. I gotta be honest, a couple of things could have happened here.
Yeah.
This guy, maybe he got the tattoo when he was a scrawny
Got
kid.
jacked.
And then he got jacked.
Yeah.
And it really just pulled it in weird
might be
directions.
right. You might be right because that looks like Johnny Cash, wearing a human mask, right?
Yes. Yeah, that is what that
Jesus
kind of
Christ,
looks like.
bro. Yeah, it's rough. It's really, you know what? It's like they bred Johnny Cash to be a pug over time. His face melted off to the side.
Yeah, or this is like they tried to 3D print Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
And
Off a
slowly
photograph.
got stretched out. You know what? I don't think it stinks though.
Yeah, no.
Because if you love Johnny Cash, I love it. People
Yeah.
getting, because here's the thing.
No, it's Johnny Cash on his Quaalude era.
Yes, that's right. Yes. It's Johnny Cash now, like literally in this exact moment. All right. Who else we got, Johannes?
Sorry, Johnny.
That guy's getting a bad rap for nothing, okay?
The Damage.
Is the Damage his fighter name?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's like commitment to the bit right there. If he's really like the Damage on his chest is big as hell, I hope he sells some T-shirts.
Yeah, so this is what I was going to ask you. How did you get the name? I mean, should I even ask?
Yeah, no, I mean...
Is it one of those things that
It came from them roasting me for me being so hyperactive, like disjointed, talking this way, talking that way, talking this way.
Yeah.
This guy's fucking mayhem. That was the first time they said it.
Yeah. Jason ADHD
Yeah,
Miller
exactly.
didn't have such a ring
Didn't
to
have
it.
a nice tone
Yeah, it's not
to
a
it.
good fight nickname. I understand.
But it would be accurate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so they give you Mayhem.
Mayhem, yeah.
Is a fight name kind of like one of those things where it's like it must be given to you?
Yeah, they tried to like false it before. It has to be your buddies. It has to be like organic, or it won't really stick. It won't be part of you.
Yeah.
It has to be like from the soul.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, you might want to like check on a fighter that's like, they call me the sex god. Everyone's like, no one calls
They
you
tried
that.
to like make me the Sandman.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Jason the Sandman Miller does not have quite the ring. And when they did that, I did a trading card where like I was like, what? The Sandman? And my face was like,
yeah, you were over it in your photo.
Why? Yeah. Why do I have to do this? You know,
I mean,
later on. You know.
Mayhem is awesome.
Pretty badass name.
Do you have Mayhem tattooed anywhere on your body?
I don't yet. I'm looking to get it. You guys holler at me if you want to be the guy.
I mean,
girl.
What do you think about this? Right on the chest.
Oh, yeah. Huge like this
Yeah.
guy? I don't think so. No need for that.
I mean, here's the thing. I think this is actually, I'm going to say it, this is good branding.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, if that's your, I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I just don't understand the nickname, though. The Damage. It would be like if I was the Mayhem. Like, what?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's like, let's go ahead and let's workshop this. How about just Damage?
Yeah. He was like, no, man, I'm the Damage. Like, but that would, say that in a sentence.
Wait, the
say that in a
the
sentence.
Damage. Hi, I'm the Damage.
He causes the damage.
I know.
I mean, maybe.
He's a badass fighter, so I guess he could get away with it.
Here's the thing, and I always say this. If you could judge a fighter based on their ears.
Oh, I know.
And that's a guy, I always tell people this. If you're out in the wild and someone, and you, because it's probably not that big of a fight, and you happen to be a couple sheets to the wind and you're picking a fight with someone and they turn real quick and their ear.
Have a little bit of Goblin in them?
Yeah. Step away. Apologize.
People know now, but a few years ago, they weren't so clever.
Yeah. So I wonder about that. So, okay. So being, what's the equivalent of a fighter as like me being either a musician or comedian now, where everyone, if I say I'm a comedian, they're like, tell me a joke. If I say I'm a metal singer, they're like, sing me a song. Is there the equivalent? What's like the most annoying thing as a fighter? Like, is someone is like choke me out or do something like that?
I try not to do any of that these days. I try to keep all my money.
Yeah.
myself.
Good idea. I imagine there's like photo opportunities. People are like, choke me out. And you're like, I'm not going to do it.
No. Chuck Liddell got in some trouble like that, and he taught me to not do that.
See, that's smart, man.
I know.
Yeah. I mean,
even like a false, like little fake, little jokey thing could turn into a big lawsuit.
Speaking of fighter nicknames, I mean, one of the coldest ones, the Iceman.
Pretty badass.
Good Lord.
He was the Iceman, real cold.
Oh, yeah.
Calm.
Yeah.
Hey, what about the Huntington Beach bad boy?
Now, I got to be honest.
I know. It's a lot of words.
That's the one that I think he came up with. You know what I mean? That's when he walked into the gym. He's like, you know what people call me?
Wait. His team was a team that tried to make me Sandman. I think you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Like, try to shove that in there.
Yes.
All right.
See, I always wondered that about fire nicknames because to me, it's kind of like wrestling. And like, I'm like, do they get to choose like their name?
Can I admit something? Okay.
Yeah.
That weekend that they nicknamed me Mayhem, all right?
Uh-huh.
We were watching RoboCop. Now, you might not remember a side character who wore a beret, black guy who shot the gun, like, ha.
His name was?
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
Got stuck with that. Yeah. But not so bad.
Okay. That's your tattoo. Just you in a beret.
Machine gun black guy. Badass. They're pretty badass, actually.
Yeah, you gotta
I'll buy that for $1.
You'll end up on the podcast in a couple months, man. We'll be talking about you, me and Bobby Lee.
Any other good nicknames in the UFC or MMA world?
Yeah. What
do you have any
nicknames?
favorites?
Bones? Oh, Johnny Bones Jones.
Yeah, that's...
But now he's like really huge, so doesn't quite work.
Yeah. Johnny
Donuts?
Johnny Donuts. I do like that one.
Yeah.
Johnny left nothing on the bone, you know? Yeah, I think that's his name now. But I do, yeah, I mean, it is funny because, like, every fighter essentially has one now. And if they don't...
I know. You know, it's like I was at a time where marketing for fights just was starting, like ramping up. I did a lot of, like, wild stunts and sort of things that's now mainstream.
Yes.
And every kid, the damage included, has to like pick a nickname and stick with it. When, I don't know, Clay Guida.
Yeah.
He's just Clay Guida.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I think he's one of your people too, just light skinned.
Yeah, he definitely looks like one of us.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. But, you know, I don't know, the days where nobody...
Although, I'll argue this. I do know Clay Guida, and he has actually one of my favorite fighter nicknames.
Oh, he does?
Which I know why it didn't stick.
Why? What is it?
The Carpenter.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Jesus Cristo. You're right.
Because speaking of Christmas Eve birthdays, no, but I think that what I love about that is they were just like, what do you do for work, Clay? He's like, I'm a carpenter. They're like, just give him that. I mean, just fucking. I mean,
a man who put so much effort in his fight put a half-ass nickname.
I mean, can you just imagine like some guy like Gary, the electrician? You know, not exactly putting fear into you. It's like, well, if my fridge breaks after I whoop this guy's ass, I guess you could fix that.
Hey, it's good to have a trade.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, though. Here's how you know you have a nickname that not only fits you, but like really, really got over with fans is that's how people know you. Like if I just said I'm having Mayhem on the podcast,
They don't.
Everyone knows. I mean, that's got to be the only like. If I were to say even this one, if I were to say I'm having Bones on the podcast, I don't think most people would go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the guy from that show.
Yeah. That's it, exactly like, oh, that handsome detective guy. Yeah. But you actually have one of those kind of like, you know, I'm trying to think of like.
Shakira.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking. Okay.
You calling me a single name celebrity? I'll take it.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. All right, that's fine. No, but like Hulk. Like, just like, all you need is like one like thing, and you're like, there he is, Mayhem. That's pretty cool, though, man. Got to get that tattoo. All right. What's the next one, Johannes?
Next one is a guy with some sort of sex toy on his chest.
Okay, yeah.
Classic. Good old Brock Lesnar, the most dangerous man in the world.
Now, was that his fight? What was his fight?
I don't know. That was Ken Shamrock, actually, the most dangerous man in the world.
That's right.
I don't know. But yeah, Brock Lesnar. Yeah, the penis chest has been well documented. Yeah. We're well aware that its phallic symbol was probably unnecessary when you're that huge a man. But you know what I mean? He just wanted to drive it on home, didn't he?
Yeah. What I like about this is...
It's ribbed for her pleasure.
Yeah.
What else do you like? With the veiny, the veiny shaft is pointing up at his chin.
Yeah, I like.
Which part do you like the most, John? Wait, is it how that handle has individual finger holes that look oddly like buttholes?
Yeah. I was gonna say it's like a Goblin. It has multiple buttholes.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, 4. Yeah,
so, all right. Yeah, the phallic nature of the sword.
But here's how you know you're a feared man. Is he's got a team of people. I mean, this is like, he got this tattoo when he was still a huge star.
Yeah.
Multiple people around, an entire company on his back, 2 companies at that time, UFC, WWE. He goes and he goes, I'm getting a tattoo. And everyone's like, great. What are you thinking, Brock? What are you thinking, bud? He goes, I'm going to get like a sword. So like, it's like really here. And it goes all the way to here. And everyone in the room went, don't say anything.
It's going to be pointy on top, right?
Yeah.
No, it's going to be flared at the top. So it's like kind of thicker.
Like, that's fine, Brock. Honestly, that's cool. I mean, nothing weird to that. I mean, hey, we all.
You tell him. Yeah, you tell him, John.
Yeah. Everyone in this room loves swords. We love swords.
That's what I mean.
And I love when a sword's going up my chest.
I'll tell you, man.
And right up my mouth.
See,
actually, I'll put a sword right in my mouth.
Experience, okay, hanging out with very dangerous men. Okay?
Yes.
Not often do people speak up. That's why it's strange to have coaches like me.
Yeah.
They will tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Right to your big face.
Good.
But even though I have to look way up at you,
yeah,
I'll tell you the truth. But, I can imagine in the world of professional wrestling that nobody's going to tell that man what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Who, in your opinion, is one of the scariest dudes in MMA? It could be past or present. That you were just like, honestly, that you kind of get chills thinking...
Buddy,
imagining yourself across the cage.
Live, Francis Ngannou knocked that guy out in MVP fights.
Yeah,
I have not described a man in such terms.
Yes.
I called him godlike.
Yeah,
because just a just a beast of a man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Are you guys related to orcs?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's very orc-like that night.
I was going to say the same thing. He's very orc-like. I would say bordering ogre.
Yeah. Ogre, huh?
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah. But why I think Francis Ngannou is one of the most terrifying people is he says very scary things with a smile. And it's very off-putting. Like, he's one of those guys who is like, and now I will crush your body. Yeah. Yes.
He lives in a different dimension. He's kind of mumbling French words.
Yes.
You're like, what is he saying? But then just unleashes a hand.
Yes. Yes. He's like, I'm now going to break your face now. Yes.
I know.
Yes,
and he's
a
gentleman.
Yeah.
He's a nice
yes,
guy.
That's what I mean.
But he will break your orbital socket.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, good Lord. Yeah, absolutely. Francis Ngannou's got to be up there.
Yeah.
All right. Now, there's someone fighting this week, Johannes, making his return.
This is a guy who has clearly bought the XL cup, but he does not need it.
Oh, good old Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Conor,
he really is the who's who of flash tattoos, isn't he?
Yeah. He's a guy who, like, when he started, he had none. He was kind of in the Mayhem
Yeah, I
camp.
got it, yeah.
And then more and more, he thought, he's got so much money. He's like, how can I waste it? Let's see.
I don't know if he spent that much on these. These are like standard tattoos, I believe. Not that they're bad.
You know what?
They're like simple.
Yeah, this is giving. He walked in and how they have the book.
Yeah, the book.
That, like,
Not
no
even
one,
the book.
Yeah.
He didn't even pick up the book. He just looked at the wall. He's like, hi, hey, can you make this ape for me?
Yeah, and they're like, do you want us to like make it different?
You want to personalize it?
He's like, no.
Nah, just I'll take it how it is.
Yeah.
People do that on Friday the 13th. It's usually a tattoo sales day.
Yeah, there we go.
I have tattoo friends. They're all busy on every Friday the 13th.
Oh, yeah, big time, man.
So this guy was after it. Hey, maybe this one is right next to the pub.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is.
I agree with that one.
You got it.
So I got to ask you this.
Yeah.
Because would there be a Conor McGregor in the way in which we know him if it wasn't for Mayhem? Because here's my question. You were kind of being this like larger than life, charismatic, wild man, right? And then after you, there was like some copycats didn't really work for a while. And then it kind of went back to like being like just angry dudes, like being very. Yeah. And then Conor McGregor comes along, and it's back to like all these antics that honestly.
I know. I got in so much trouble for.
That I was gonna say, you were held. You got yelled at.
Yes.
And everyone celebrates everything he does.
Hey, you know what? It's just timing. Life
Yeah.
is about timing. I think Conor McGregor hit that sweet spot. I'm happy for him.
Do you see a little of you in him?
I mean, does he want to see more?
Not with those tattoos, pal.
JK, LOL. No, the guy figured it out. You know, he figured it out. He made mixed martial arts work for him. He did like a sort of charismatic, win some fights and talk some smack and pump it up. That's what you got to do. And now everybody's on the gold rush to be a character fighter.
Yeah, interesting, right?
Yes.
Now that it used to be, you were like the weird, quarter redheaded stepchild.
I know.
And now, this guy actually has red hair.
Yeah.
But it's like now that's the norm. And I have seen. What I have seen is in press conferences, fighters that now I believe Conor is this guy.
Yeah.
I don't believe this is a show. I think this is grade A psychopath in the best way.
Yeah.
But I see other fighters that feel like it almost looks like they feel like they have to be an amazing trash talker.
Yeah. To me, I was not making up a character for myself or anything like that. I was just doing myself at 100%.
100.
Trying to be the biggest version of myself to really display myself for the fight.
Oh,
fans.
yeah.
I think he does the same thing.
I never didn't think that was you, pal. You know?
Got it.
When you jumped in the cage on the Diaz brothers, I thought, you have to be absolutely batshit.
My dad called me right after that and was like, damn, you're a Miller, ain't you? And I'm like, yeah, I am. Because we'll just...
so he was proud.
He was like...
I like that.
He was, yeah. He knows that...
you rolled up on the...
They bred us not afraid.
Yeah. If you're talking about like dudes I'm like, I think might be like just completely insane, I'd have Mayhem up there on that Mount Rushmore, and I'd have all the Diaz brothers combined on there. You know what I mean? And you'd went like...
Checks out.
And you were like, I'm going to take them all on.
Yeah.
And how'd that go?
It went all right. You know what I mean? Scored a nice single leg early. Didn't take much damage.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Yeah, thanks.
You got to teach me that. All right, so real quick, before we get out of this game, Conor is fighting this week. If they
Fingers
both
crossed.
make weight,
Yeah.
and if they both show up, so maybe we'll change this. If you had to pick Conor McGregor, Max Holloway.
You know, I love Conor. He's a great fighter, and it's interesting, but Max Holloway really got that Hawaiian spirit.
Yeah.
He might be able to keep him at bay, keep that jab out there, and make it a boxing match. I think that Max Holloway has a slight advantage in this. You know, I won't be able to tell you until I see the weigh-in.
Yeah.
Then I can give like a nice, really the weigh-in will tell you a lot. And then even on the night of, like you still have a different feeling when you see them in there fully rehydrated. It's a different world once you're fully hydrated up. I think Max is tall enough to keep McGregor off and has been more active lately than McGregor. McGregor's been sat out for a long time, and ring rust is real.
Oh, I think what we can do is if we release this as a clip the day after, maybe we'll do one where you say, oh, Max will definitely win. And then we'll have one where you say Conor will definitely win. So we just cover our bases. I think that's a good idea. Maybe you get that done.
Johannes.
What?
Johannes.
Yeah.
Wait. He can't do that.
I mean, I won't.
He won't do that.
But I mean,
He won't do that. But I'll tell you what. No, hold on real quick. Hold on. He won't do that.
Okay.
But I will. I think Conor McGregor's definitely going to win.
He's a shoo-in.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
You know what? I think ring rust is real. Max Holloway's going to bring the Hawaiian roll to the...
He's going to put it to Marin Shaka, brah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, good. Yeah.
Happy 20th anniversary to me and my band, Nekrogoblikon. We're going on tour this fall, baby. I need the entire Gobtourage in the pit this autumn. It's like another way. It's kind of like a fancy way to say fall.
Could you say fall? Yeah.
We're going to have 3 incredible supporting bands, which include...
Aborted, Science of the Swarm, and Party Cannon.
Could you say it like more exciting, Johannes? Like more metal?
Aborted, Science of the Swarm, and Party Cannon.
I give it a 3. Here are the dates. Here are the cities. See you there. Yeah.
I want to ask you a quick question. Nowadays, people are taking MMA classes, which wasn't a thing back then because you either did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or you did Thai boxing or karate or something. Do you think it's better to have your foundation in one of those martial arts, or do you think MMA classes are...
Hold on real quick. That's a good question. Can you cut you asking that question? Or... So, Mayhem, I just saw this.
Nowadays, people are taking MMA classes, which wasn't a thing back then because you either did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or you did Thai boxing or karate or something. Do you think...
What was that second part you said? Where they have like
they have a foundation in one of the...
All right, just put it in post. So, like I asked that question. That was for me. Okay?
Got it. Okay, so you're asking if it's better to take a mixed martial arts class or be foundational in one of the arts?
Yeah.
I think...
Yeah, that's what John Goblikon is asking, yes.
You know, it all comes down to instructor. There's ways to teach mixed martial arts in which you can build a foundation inside one of the arts and then expand upon all of them, but it comes down to what type of instructor that you're working with. He can either give you a bunch of watered down version or a sharp version of each of the arts.
Yeah.
So it comes down to the individual coach.
I think a lot of people are fully in the dark about what a fight week is and what it actually takes for a fighter. So whatever you may have, like walk us through a week. So
man, I made that walk 50 times. And the fight week, the reason that the fight week is even a thing is because fight week is traditionally the time that you ramp down training. It's very light because the 7 weeks beforehand were very, very difficult.
Yeah. So first off, the camp is usually around 7 to 8 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, you want to be a nice camp is 8 weeks, and that means you're in shape before you get in shape. If not, you need 12 weeks. Something. If you're just straight off the couch, you need more than that. But 8 weeks is a good marker because you can you can sort of peak and plateau and then peak again.
Yes.
And then be in absolute great shape for that week. And you want to be kind of going into fight week kind of run down so that your week is just making weight and working the drills that you need to do to win the fight.
And how much of training is focused on bringing out what you bring to the table, and how much is focused on what your opponent might do?
Oh, no. The entire fight camp has to be tailored to both. You have to work on the strengths that you have. You have to sharpen them even more, refine them. And you also have to plan for the opponent's game plan. So if you're not, it's a weird game of rock, paper, scissors, sort of. Like a guy that can outbox you. Oh, man, you better be able to out-wrestle him.
Oh,
or out-kick him. So if he's trying to box you, you kick his legs, you can move out of the way. Same thing, if he can out-jiu-jitsu you, you better out-wrestle him.
Right.
So it's these weird, sort of tic-tac-toe game that you always have to win.
I think that's very interesting because it kind of reminds me of our working relationship. You know what I mean? Like he's bad at all things, and I'm good at most things.
I see this.
And a lot of times, he comes in the studio, and he's like, I'm like, he might know how to turn on a camera.
Yeah.
But I know how to turn on an entire audience.
That guy is completely devoid of charisma.
Yes!
It's so strange.
Yes, man, that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of similar. That it's like I got to find his weaknesses, and I got to just make sure that my strengths are turned up. I think that is interesting, though.
Well, I mean, you best be nice to that guy because it doesn't look like with those nails you could turn on any of that equipment.
And that's my thing. And if I just learned that, he'd be out of a job.
Got it.
He'd honestly be done. But I can't because I usually hit one or two buttons, or I'll go right through the camera.
Yeah,
it'll slice off just and I bring it to the store, and I'm like, could I glue it back together?
Maybe you could put tennis balls on the end of them, or
interesting. That kind of like those.
I think one trips to Joann's Fabrics maybe will help you out.
After the podcast, will you take me to Joann's Fabrics?
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. Okay. Just someone's like, did Mayhem Miller and a Goblin just walk at the door? Yep. Yeah. And we're here for tennis balls. Yes, actually. So Mayhem, we're at the point where you're about to cut weight leading up to a fight camp.
Now, usually that starts on Monday because you drink a gallon of water or as much as you can get down, water loading.
Yeah.
So that way your body goes, oh, we don't really need that much water. Cut out salt, you cut out any kind of real food, and it's very light fare to kind of get you through that week because depending upon the cut, usually, I don't know, I had to cut 10, 12, 14 pounds. The worst I had to do was 23 in 3 days.
In 1 week?
Yeah. In 3 days, I actually did that because I water loaded at the beginning, was up about 23 pounds past the weight limit. And I got to Japan and then shredded it down. And it was a rough cut, man. It was very strange to be in your winter clothes.
Yeah.
Inside a sauna with a bunch of naked Toyota engineers.
Yeah.
Looking at you, wondering why you're doing this to yourself and wondering oh, man, am I going to make this weight?
Yeah.
And then your coach saying, no, you're not going to die, Mayhem. And going, I wasn't thinking I was going to die, but now I'm not so sure.
I just might die, sir.
Yeah.
And this is pre-Ozempic.
Oh, yeah, I know. I wish I could have get GLP 25 back then.
Because I wonder, is that a thing now? They're just I'm just going to do, what the celebrities are doing. Give me that stuff.
Have you ever paid attention to Patty Pimlet? He cuts almost 40 pounds.
Yeah, Pimlet, I think he's had some trouble because of that weight cut. If you cut so much weight and deteriorate, that fight that I did at 23 pounds, I beat the tar out of that man in a minute and some odd seconds, but I was hoping that he would get finished or I would be finished because I walked back to the corner with my arms down going, cut too much weight.
Yeah. So it completely depletes you. You can't have any energy. And is your mind going just gaga? Because if I don't eat every couple hours, I get hangry. I start saying things to Johannes that honestly don't regret too
What are
much.
you
but
hangry right now?
Yeah, you're always hangry, I thought.
that's how I live. But so I wonder, like, do you get like kind of like?
Hey, listen, being hangry is a benefit for an MMA fighter. I think that being a little more vicious helps you.
Oh yeah. At that point, you're just like picturing him like running at you like a hot dog.
Hot dog, man. Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not more biting in MMA, because of that.
There have been incidents.
Yeah. So it's fight week. So now it's the day of the fight. A night before a fight, Mayhem Miller, are you sleeping like a baby or is your mind just going crazy the night before?
Yeah. A mix, like excitement, because once you get on that scale, make the weight, do the little pose and stare down.
Yeah.
Then the fun begins because you get to wolf down whatever, within reason because you want to keep your body healthy during that fight week. But
Can I say
it turns up because, time starts moving fast and slow at the same time where everything is like exciting. Finally, the job is here. The job is here. Finally, the fun is here. I did all the work. The fun is here. And then you get in there and have a blast.
Yeah, that's how I feel before I go on stage. You know what I mean? It's like we're on the tour bus. Well, I'm not on the tour bus. I'm below the tour bus in the cargo area. And they like knock on the thing, and they take out all the instruments, and I watch all these guys load up all the instruments and do all this work and sound check and stuff, and I'm just kind of like napping. And then, so that's like kind of like my training.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing, right? Right before performance.
Yeah. And then
I feel like relaxed, like lounging, like you're half asleep and half awake, sort of paying attention but not caring.
Yeah.
Then when it's in there and they shut the door and
so you got the switch. You got that little switch.
That's how it is on a heavy metal concert?
100%, man.
Sick.
It's like off stage, I'm just like powered down.
Yeah.
The song hits. I hear the crowd. They hand me my microphone. Switch comes on. And I do fight most of the band at that time.
Yeah.
No,
but I feel like singing, you fight the whole crowd with your belly button.
Exactly. That's kind of what I'm doing,
Sick.
And it is very fun and interesting. And then afterwards is probably the most tired I've ever been. Is that how you feel?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, a bit. It depends on the fight, obviously. But yeah, you come out of there drained or whatever. I don't know. I've come out of there like wild too. Like, so happy that I'll stay up for 3-4 days. So it's a different kind of tired.
Yeah.
It's some tired that stays with you, but there's also, because the physicality of the sport is that, man, sometimes I've won fights where I kicked the guy so hard in the face that my freaking shin was like broken a bit.
Yeah.
Didn't, you know what I mean? Or hand.
Yeah.
Or and then other times you come out smelling like roses. And you're just so amped that you cannot calm down. There was a thing I would do, go hit the pads. If the fight ended early, I would hit the pads right afterwards for as many rounds as the fight was supposed to be.
Oh, because you're training for
advantage of this adrenaline.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should do that. It's like, we got to we play these certain festivals and they give us like kind of shorter sets, but we've been headlining the whole tour. Yeah. I think it was a 15-minute set. We should get off stage and just play the rest of the songs.
You gotta look at yourself like an athlete, man.
Yes!
You're a singer. You're an athlete. So if you're singing the whole time, your diaphragm is working and pumping and your lungs are going. You need to practice for an entire set. That way, when it comes, you're ready.
All right.
I thought maybe you were going to do your pre-planned crowd work in the mirror after because you didn't get to do it.
Well, that also true. Like when I'm doing my comedy sets now.
Dude, I changed my mind. That guy's got mad charisma. Jesus Christ. You need to bump him up to co-host.
Who, this guy?
Yeah.
Now, that's the only thing I might fight you on, okay?
All right, fine.
I don't think it's going to happen.
All right, very well.
I don't think it's going to happen.
All right, sorry.
Man,
I overstepped.
I overstepped,
man. I'm sorry.
If anyone can overstep, it's you,
dude,
pal.
It's yourself.
It's definitely you, okay? So, you get through the fight. The fight's done. Win or lose, okay?
Losing's a bummer. Oh, it's a bummer. You're a sad sack after that, after our loss, I'll tell you. But yeah, winning is another level.
Is there one that sticks with Mayhem that like eats you up? One loss that you're like,
I move on quick. Like as soon as if you stay bogged down in that, you'll never get out of it. You got to quickly move to the next thing, next level of life. If you stay hanging around a bad performance,
okay,
what you need to do is an autopsy on it, figure out what the problem was, how to fix the problem, and then get on to the next fight. If you don't, if you're like missing that next fight, well, you're going to have a lot of trouble. You need to find a different way to exercise the demons.
Yeah, I do. Now we're talking my language.
I know.
Demons, you know what I mean? The metal, demons,
Yep.
goblins. Okay, yeah. So here's what I wonder. You are no longer fighting professionally, correct?
No.
So you're done.
Done.
How did you know you were done? Because I just watched a bunch of fights on Netflix, and I'm 30,000 years old. Some of those guys
Maybe
are
I'm not done.
Yeah, some of those guys were almost my age.
I know.
So how did you know you were done?
No. It's just I have like a higher calling, I believe.
Okay.
So I mean, fighting, I love it. I still train with the boys. I still get in there and spar them, give them a good what for every once in a while.
You got to teach them what's up, man.
Yeah.
Someone has to.
And that gives me the kind of the outlet that I need while I'm building my bigger business, So these type of you never stop being a mixed martial artist. If you really commit to it and become it, it's blood in, blood out, like a gangster. Yeah.
It is. And I think that's maybe why it's harder for these fighters to retire, is because it's like, well, this is all not all I am. I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, I've built this up to be such a huge part of it.
Yes.
Like, I think people don't realize, like, how many days in a gym it is. Like, how many days of sparring, how many days of training and getting up early and jogging and dieting and all the things. Like, it is all consuming.
I have trouble not going to the gym in the morning. Like, I have a real pull.
Well, yeah.
To still go, even though I'm not actively competing. It's been part of my life since I was a child.
Exactly.
So essentially, I'm still in that mindset no matter what. And now I have to put my gym to different places. Like, my mindset has to be to writing or to working on the business instead of like going there and box. I'm like, all right, not that young anymore. So if I box, well, then my day is going to be rough because I'm not going to have as much energy to put into the things that really matter for the future of the company.
Definitely. All right, before I get you out of here, we got to talk about this because I came to Earth in the 90s.
Oh.
Okay? And I was raised by this nice little human family, and I watched a lot of TV, and I was obsessed with MTV. And I remember being forced to go to high school, coming home from high school, and watching a little show called Bully Beatdown.
That show is a juggernaut. That show's like 24 different languages all over the world.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, so tell me about how that came to be.
Oh, man. I was fighting in Japan and didn't really care to be on MTV at all.
Yeah.
But they convinced me because they're like, hey, you could be funny. And I was like, well, I like being funny.
Yeah.
And so I did it. And I'm so glad I did. It was a life-changing experience. So many people are touched by that show. And so many people got into mixed martial arts because of that show that I feel personally responsible for the culture.
For those that don't know, walk them through the premise. Because honestly, I don't know why hasn't there been a reboot of this show? Because
it was a wacky game show from another planet.
Yeah.
In which I offered 10 G's to a bully.
Yes.
To take on a professional mixed martial arts fighter for the chance to keep that money. And usually it didn't work out for them, but there are some exceptions. But what we did get was a fantastic show. Awesome fights, weird events happening, funny kids, like, I don't know, laughing at the bully getting the tar beat out of him.
Yeah, because here's the thing, Mayhem. This is why I love you, pal. Goblins are notorious for having beef with trolls.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Long-standing enemies. We're the original Bloods of the Crips. Okay?
I got it.
And to me...
Is it a territory war or what?
Oh,
beef?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a little of everything. And now I moved to Earth, and there's all these internet trolls.
Yeah.
Which I also am constantly at war with.
It's true.
I feel like now more than ever, we need a troll beatdown.
All right.
I'll co-host it with you. All right. I mean, think of it this way, dude. Like, because I think what I loved about that show is a bully is just essentially someone who does a lot of this, and everyone kind of is afraid to check them on this. And that's what an internet troll is. They say what they want because they're in the comfort of their home and they do all this stuff. And it was so satisfying to watch them get in
their comeuppance.
Yes.
I know.
That's why everyone loved it.
Revenge is the universal trait that I think all humans agree with.
Yes. So it's like, now I'm wondering, I'm like, can we like find these? Because I mean.
Wait, are you insinuating we track down some IP addresses of these trolls on your channel and we're going to go after these haters?
And I'm suggesting we do it right now, man.
Let's go.
Let's go. I mean, we got to do it, dude. I mean, I'm serious. I think people would watch the show. Comment below if you would watch a show called Troll Beatdown, hosted by freaking Mayhem Miller and John Goblikon. Get all these internet trolls and be like, oh, I can do that. Or, this podcast isn't funny at all. I'll be like, all right, why don't you come over here, man?
Yeah, if you're a troll, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout, and we'll tell you why. Troll Beatdown's coming to town.
Man, negative charisma.
Yeah,
It's
see,
our aura is suffering because
you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, man?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's like
I know.
It's almost like you're working all day building this nice thing, and he just comes and takes a Jenga block out, and you're like, all right, well, I guess.
It's like a sundae. You're creating a sundae. You got a banana at the bottom, ice cream, another scoop, whipped cream, and then he just shits right on top.
That's exactly it.
That's
exactly it.
It's chocolate.
Yeah. All right, Mayhem, before I get you out of here, you talked a little bit about having a new path, a new business. Talk to me, man. Where's Mayhem at in 2026?
Well, I mean, I'm at Japan, LA most of the time. That's where
Really?
my offices are. Yeah, it's a fantastic shop full of plushies and blind boxes, these types. I don't have any Goblin-related materials, but, maybe I can fasten you up with Hello Kitty.
Got my old action figure over here.
You know what? Maybe I'll spec into buying some of those. Maybe a crate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. And and then, I have some fight ventures going on. I'm working with the Armored League to bring, I guess you'd call it armored combat.
Yes.
Yes, knights in shining armor bashing each other for your entertainment.
Are you commentating that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm throwing the whole show here in Hollywood.
Whoa, coming up?
I'll have you up.
I would love it, dude. I would love it. I mean, dude, sign me. Goblins have been evil. I mean, come on.
I know.
Come on, it's a match made in
Maybe
hell.
we'll have our first ring card man, Goblin.
Waddling up 2 numbers. Everyone's like, I can't see it. He's waddling too much.
Got to wear the booty shorts, though.
Yeah, I'm into it. All right, Mayhem. I'm going to get you out of here the same way I get every single guest out of here by playing my right now rapid fire questionnaire. Here's how it works.
Hit me.
I'm going to ask you 5 rapid fire questions. You're going to say the very first thing that comes to your mind. Are you ready, Mayhem?
I think so, yes.
Here we go. Left or right?
Left.
Westmoreland.
Westmoreland.
Favorite genre of metal?
Yes.
There's a snail chasing you. The snail is moving at a snail's pace. It's going to follow you for the rest of your life. You can go as fast as slow as you want, but the snail will always be moving in your direction. If you touch it or it touches you, you die. Before you ask, yes, it can swim and survive in any atmosphere. What's your plan to survive the snail?
Man, keep them in view, okay? And shuffle backwards.
Oh, little fighting technique.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Change angles a lot. Same thing as crocodile, kind of zigzag pattern.
You guys, I mean, here they.
You know what I'm saying? I go to Tucson, right? Then Albuquerque, right? Then somewhere in Colorado, right? If I just keep making left, right, they don't really have the, you know what I mean, ankles to break.
That's true. I mean, dude.
Well, I mean, and then my next thought, immediately jumped to the salt flats. Come fuck with me, snail.
Lure him in.
Yeah, right?
Shuffle your way back.
If I'm out there in the salt flats, not only can I see him, but he has to crawl through salt the whole time. Maybe he doesn't die. Maybe this guy is immortal, but he definitely is feeling that on his butthole.
Mm-hmm. You ever been to Trader Joe's?
Been to Trader Joe's. I go every day.
That's Mayhem Miller, everybody. Round of applause. And now is your opportunity to promote whatever you want to this camera right here, pal.
Follow me at Mayhem Miller. Follow my YouTube, The Mayhem Miller Show.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for having me, John.
Hey, no problem. And dude, because now we're kind of like
podcast
bros, teammates, if you will. I thought, would it have been great since he's such a good commentator to kind of announce my promo stuff for me.
What the hell?
So underneath your throat, I wrote you a little script.
Oh, God.
So you're going to promote my stuff.
All right, here we go.
You know?
Ready? What's up, Gob Squad? If you really want to give your bully a beat, What's up, Gob Squad? What's up, Gob Squad? If you really want to give your bully a beatdown, have this goblin roast their ass on Cameo. He won't pull any punches. Speaking of punches, go to Punch Up Live and sign up for John's mailing list, and you can demand him perform in your city. I can promise you, it'll be absolute mayhem. So sign up right now.
Dude, that's how it's friggin' done, man.
Yeah.
Didn't even read it first.
You didn't need to, man. You didn't need to.
Did it
okay?
on the first try, too.
That is a round 1 KO, my friend. Thanks for
John.
coming, man. Let's go. Let's. Sorry. Let's find some knights outside and some armor and
Let's go.
let's joust. Yeah, we could use a Brock Lesnar's dick tattoo.